Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've actually uploaded anything. I do apologize for that. Been doing other things, playing other games, but I did, promise that I'd make this video as well as the Melee one. That one is on the way as well. Probably do that one maybe Monday. But we're gonna go over the top five Incarnon secondary weapons that I want to see get added. At the end, there are going to be a couple runner-ups, so in case if I missed a weapon that you think should have made the list, I put it there because I think personally it could go with or without one. So, but yeah, if you enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like and leave a comment down below what you think of my list. This is in no particular order, so just enjoy it as it is. Let's get started. So for the first weapon on my list, again, no particular order, but it's gonna definitely have to be the Stug. This thing is pretty much a meme throughout the community. It is remarked as probably the worst secondary in the game. If you read the description, the last line says delivering maximum damage in all situations. That couldn't be further from the truth. This thing is so bad. It definitely needs some form of love. I think an Incarnon adapter would suit this weapon very well. Now, the next weapon is not actually bad, but it's not exactly used much, and that would be the Ballistica. This thing could actually receive some really cool additional perks that I wouldn't mind testing out. As far as what they could do, maybe more volleys, it could make it full auto. They could do a lot of things with it. It is a kind of forgotten weapon, but I don't think it's bad in any sense, but getting some form of adapter to it would definitely improve its pick rate, and I'd love to see what DE could potentially do with the weapon. All right, next weapon on the list. You may have thought of this one, but this is a very forgotten one, the Sauna Core. It's actually one of the very first weapons in the game. The last line reports reported to be very satisfying. Yeah, maybe like 7 years ago. This thing has fallen off the Mariana Trench. It is so bad now. There's no saving this thing. No Riven can make this thing worthwhile using. It has to get some sort of Incarnon. This would probably be my number one if I had a tier list. This weapon definitely needs help. It's got some of the worst stats of any secondary in the game. It's very bad. I definitely want to see it get some sort of treatment, potentially maybe like the Atamos got, where it's got this big AoE shoot at the ground and it does a bunch of damage. That could be very interesting. So the next weapon on my list is going to be one that you will probably have not seen coming. That is going to be the Acrid. Now, this weapon is also very old and very bad. Its description is a single sentence, but as far as what I would want to see it become, maybe leave some sort of toxic pool on the ground. If you've ever played Destiny, then you know about the weapon, the Wither Horde. It has been meta defining, and its trait allows you to leave a pool of DOT, damage over time, on the ground for enemies to walk in and take damage. It's incredibly powerful. I would want to see the Acrid do something like that. I think that would be really neat. Now, for the last weapon on my list, it's going to be the Gamma Core. I truly think that this weapon is not as good as the Atamos, and yet the Atamos got one and the Gamma Core did not. Now, they're both beam weapons, but the Atamos can actually connect to enemies, when you're shooting it, and the Gamma Core does not. So, as far as what they could do, I would, boost its stats. I would remove the magnetic and change it to heat or something, and just make it a lot better because it's fallen to the wayside and it's not very good anymore. So we're now out of the five that I like. Now these are going to be runner-ups that I considered. The first being the Thetices. I truly don't think this weapon is bad by any means. In fact, a lot of players use it to reach level cap through disruption as a primer. It's quite good at its job there. But it's an older weapon, and I think that they could do something really cool with this weapon. Since a lot of players use it as a primer already. Now they could build into that and make it even better. But yeah, I think the Thetices could definitely benefit from an adapter. Now this is really preference, but my next weapon is the Viper. It's also just one of those weapons that's quite old, was kind of good at one point, but just isn't very good anymore. I think this one definitely deserves an adapter. And my final runner-up is the Sicarus. The Sicarus is also a very old pistol. It's actually got pretty good stats. It's not bad by any means, but it's just outclassed by pretty much everything in the game. So I think it deserves an adapter. And as far as what they could do, maybe turn it full auto, or keep it as a burst, but give it significantly better stats. Have it inherent punch through or something. Give it some raw damage, because there's got to be a reason to run a burst pistol over something like the Atamos, like I mentioned earlier. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you liked it, consider leaving a like and hit subscribe while you're at it. I upload Warframe content exclusively on this channel, but I also live stream different games like Destiny, and I plan on live streaming Diablo 4 when it comes out as well. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment down below. I am very active in the comment section, so if you leave a comment, there's a pretty good chance that I'll reply to you or give you a like. One last thing before I end the video, I will be reviewing the Hate and the Zylok tomorrow at Reset. I will be live streaming my circuit runs as well, so if you want to pop in and say hi, you can do so. I hope to see you there. Peace out.